Woman was driving home from a Belarusian driving school when she was apprehended by four masked men. The woman, who lives in the capital, Minsk, was told she was wearing inappropriate clothing. But why? Because they were wearing white socks with red stripes that looked like a forbidden flag. The woman was also accused of making a victory sign to passers-by who were returning. The woman was fined heavily. Belarusian authorities are now cracking down on those waving red and white opposition flags, as well as those wearing socks of these colors. The red-striped white flag was briefly the flag of Belarusian nationalists in the 20th century. Soviet communists replaced it with a red and green flag, adding a hammer and sickle and a traditional folklorist. The flag was reintroduced by President Alexander Lukashenko in 1995 after the fall of communism, but now the hammer and sickle mark is missing. What was the punishment given to the woman? The judge ordered Natalia Svetsova-Sedushkina to pay a fine of 2,320 Belarusian rubles, 90,906. He was prosecuted under existing anti-illegal laws. It was easy to see her socks and red shoes because she was wearing short jeans at the time. The online store from which they bought these socks has now stopped selling them, however these same socks are being sold with black stripes. Natalia has previously been fined almost as much for decorating her balcony with red and white ribbons. Last year, thousands of protesters marched for months in the capital, Minsk, against the victory of President Alexander Lukashenko in August. The police used tear gas and sticks to disperse protesters. There have been several incidents of police violence, and now the entire international community, except Russia, has lost support for Alexander Lukashenko. Anti-government protests are almost over and the main opposition leaders are either in exile or in jail. More than 2,700 people have been prosecuted for activities against the president this year, and crackdowns continue. In Mogilev, a woman named Maria Voniva was fined 11,115 for making her signature look like an extremist slogan. Without elaborating, Belarusian media indicated that it was the ACAB slogan, an internationally recognized anti-police meme. In Mogilev, a man and a woman were sentenced to 3 years in prison for hanging bamboo statues on a rural street. Olga Klimkova and Sergei Skok were found guilty of bullying and insulting President Alexander Lukashenko. In Minsk, a man was arrested for allegedly supporting protesters with a red and white paper banner. Andrei Prokhomenko denied it, saying it was an LGK TV box and had left it there after moving into the house recently. Yulia Yakubovich was sentenced to 2 years in prison for blocking a road in Minsk for political purposes. He denied the allegations, saying the traffic was light at the red light.